we can start with explaining hydrogen spectrum using Bose theory. As we all know, postulates of Bose atomic model, and even we learnt about Bose theory, certain features regarding radii of stationary states and energy of stationary states, and even we have learnt about spectrum of hydrogen. How we are going to get the spectrum of hydrogen? When hydrogen gas is filled in discharge tube, and by applying certain voltage of current and maintaining certain pressure inside that discharge tube, then hydrogen molecules, they will undergo dissociation to give hydrogen atoms, and inside that hydrogen atoms electrons will be there. And first hydrogen gas ಏನು ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಆಟಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟೇಷನ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಕ್ವಾಂಟೈಸ್ಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, the different quantum of energy. Then they will jump to different higher energy levels, and when they jump back to different lower energy level, because they are unstable in excitation state, hence they jump back to lower energy level. But ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಸ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಟು ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ 9th ಇಂದ 8th ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 8th ಇಂದ 7th, ದೆನ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಂಪ್ ಟು 6 ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ನೌ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಜಂಪ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಆ ಏನು ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಮ್. ದಟ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಮ್, ಆಸ್ ಯು ನೋ, ದೇ ಕಂಟೈನ್ 5 series of lines. Do you remember those 5 series of lines? They are Lyman series, Balmer series, Paston series, Brackett series, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು Pfund series. ಈಗ ಬೋಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಬೋಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೋಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಈ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸು, ಬಾಮರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಲ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೋದು. ನಾವು ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, in order to explain the hydrogen spectrum using Bose theory, first you need to write this representation. You remember this diagram. It's very important from examination point of view. It is one of the most important concept in this chapter. So they can ask for 3 marks or 4 marks. Now, once you start with this diagram, now you write the horizontal lines which are representing the energy levels. Like energy level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and even if you want you can continue, but ultimately last line it will be representing infinity. So up to infinity we are mentioning here. Then here on the left hand side it is showing the increase in the energy level. As you move towards the upward direction there will be increase in the energy. Then you have to write these lines. Now we can start with, here very first I have started with N1 value. Here the lines are obtained when the electron jumps from different higher energy levels to the first energy level. Here, as I can mention here, this is that line starts from 2 to 1, then 3 to 1, then 4th energy to first, 5th to 1. Like that we are just representing these lines which are mentioning the jumping of electron from different higher energy levels. Similarly, for Balmer series, you had to mention all these lines. They are just resting at the second position. This is a representation of the jumping of electron from different higher energy levels to second energy level. And here these lines are mentioning jumping of electrons to third energy level. This is 4th energy level and 5th energy level. Now, when you are going to get the formation of Lyman series, Lyman series are obtained when electrons from different higher energy levels, jumps to first energy level, they result in the formation of Lyman series. And you should remember these Lyman series is found in UV region, that is ultraviolet region. You should remember even the region where it is formed. And next series, which is that next series? Balmer series. When do you get the formation of Balmer series? Balmer series are series obtained when electrons from different higher energy levels jumps to second energy level. They result in the formation of Balmer series. Where do you get this Balmer series? It is found in visible region. It is found in visible region. And next, if we go for Paston series. When do you get this Paston series? Paston series is obtained when electrons from different higher energy levels jumps to third energy level, result in the formation of Paston series. And here after Paston series, if you go for then that Paston series, where do you find this? This is found in IR, that is infrared region. And bracket series. When do you get the formation of bracket series? Bracket series is obtained when electrons from different higher energy levels jumps back to fourth energy level. Similarly, even if we consider that the region where it is formed, that is found in infrared region. It is same as in case of Paston series. And last fifth series, that is P-Fund series. When do you get the formation of P-Fund series? It is when electrons from different higher energy levels jump to fifth energy level. It results in the formation of P-Fund series. And where do you find this P-Fund series? It is also found in IR region. So among last three series are found in infrared region, and the first Lyman series are found in UV region, and the Balmer series is found in visible region. They can ask in the examination whichever the series they will consider, even you should remember their region, specific region, where do they form. Got it? Now, once you consider this is the representation of the what? That is hydrogen spectrum with respect to different series, that is based on the Bose theory. Now, in case if they ask for calculating wavelength or wave number of any line of any series which belonging to hydrogen spectrum, how we are going to calculate either wavelength or wave number? That is with the help of Rydberg equation. Agar Rydberg equation ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಲ್ ಸೀರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಲೈನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಥವಾ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು do you remember which is that Rydberg equation? Rydberg equation is given as nu bar r 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್. ಈಗ ಈ ರಿಡ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಈ 5 ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ you remember RH is Rydberg constant 1.09677 into 10 power 7 meter inverse. ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು RH ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. N1 ಮತ್ತು N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತು N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ values whichever is needed according to the given problem. First we can start with ಈಗ Lyman series. ಫಸ್ಟ್ Lyman series ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋ Lyman series ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದರದ್ದು ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಥವಾ ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. ಈಗ 1 by Lyman ಸೀರೀಸ್ಗೆ 1 by lambda is equal to ಸೇಮ್ RH ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ Rydberg ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. RH ಇಂಟು 1 by ಈಗ N1 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 1. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ N1 ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ N1 ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಆಯಿತು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ 2 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನು 2 ಇಂದ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲಿಂದ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 2, 3, 4, 5 ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಯಿತು, N1 is equal to 1 ಆಯಿತು, N2 is equal to it commencing from 2, 3, 4, 5. ಈಗ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ರೆಡ್ ಬಾಗ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ. 1/λ is equal to RH into 1/N1 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ 1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಮೈನಸ್ 1/N2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್. ಈಗ N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 1 ಆದರೆ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೀರೀಸಿಂದ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ 2. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ for Lyman series, you remember this order: Lyman, Baumol, Paschen bracket, P fund, L, B, P, B, P. Now, once you start with N2 value 2, 3, 4, 5, for first line means you should write it as 2 square, 1/1 square minus 1/2 square. In case if he is asking for calculate the wave number of third line of the Lyman series. For third line means which is that third line? Here if you go for diagram, first, second, third, where it is commencing, where it is jumping from fourth energy. Instead of going for this diagram, here if you go for simple numbers here, after 1 you can start with 2, 3, 4, 5, you write as it is. Then you count down the number. This is the first line, second line, third line. For third line means it is obviously 4. N2 value is 4. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟನೇ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ ಲೈನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು. ದೆನ್ Balmer series, it is one of the most important series because Balmer series is found in visible region. Most of the time he will be asking for the wavelength or wave number for any particular line in the Balmer series. Now in this case, what is that first N1 value for Balmer series? N1 value is, it is 2. But N2 value is, it is equal to, after 2 which is that next higher number. Electron will be obviously belonging to the next higher energy levels. Therefore, we can start with 2 ಆದಮೇಲೆ 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. ಈಗ Balmer series ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1/λ ನ್ಯೂ ಬಾರ್ ಅಂತಾರು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ 1/λ. ಸೊ 1/λ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. 1/λ is equal to RH into 1 divided by what is N1 square means N1 value is 2 square. Directly you can mention it as 2 square minus 1/N2 square. Then N2 stands for which line? So first line of Balmer series means which is that number 3. Second line of Balmer series means N2 place ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು 4 ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ Balmer series ಅಂದರೆ 5. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ನೇ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ N1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ದೆನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ Balmer series, then Paschen series, what is N1 value? N1 value is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲು 3 ಇದೆ. N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್. ಸೊ 3 ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರು 4, 5, 6, 7 ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ನಾವು 1/λ is equal to RH into 1/ what is that N1 square? N1 ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ 3 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1/N2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ Paschen ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ N2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 6. ನಾವು ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಥರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಂಪಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್? It is jumping from 6. Then it is absolutely right answer. Then next series, for bracket series, N1 is equal to, it is ground level is 4, whereas N2 is commencing after 4, which is the next higher number, 5, 6, 7, etc. Now 1 by lambda is equal to RH into, for bracket series 1 by n1 place ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 square ಬರ್ಕೋತೀರಾ, 4 square minus 1 by n2 square. For second line of bracket series, what is n2 value? So we can commence from n1 is equal to 4, you will write n2 value 4 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 5, 6, 7 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರು 5, second line means second number is 6, then n2 value is 6, that is 6 square, 1 by 4 square minus 1 by 6 square. If you simplify this, you will get that answer. And last, P fund series, n1 value ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 5, ground energy level 5 ಇದೆ. n2 value after 5, which is that next higher number 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. Now that expression we can write it as 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by n2 square. So now n2 value we have to select that which line they have mentioned in the problem. Like that you can calculate wave numbers. Once you calculate wave number, for example for Balmer series, we can write 1 by lambda, ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈಗ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇದು ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿರೋದು ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ 1 by lambda ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈಗ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್, ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಏನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that is the right answer for the wavelength. Got it? First you will initially calculate wave number, then in the next step we will calculate the wavelength. That is how with the help of Bose theory we can easily explain the formation of hydrogen spectrum, and even we can remember this different Rydberg expressions with respect to different series, and whatever that values you should remember, that is based on series, and based on the number we should even specifically remember what are the n1 values and n2 values. And of course if you consider for Balmer series, even certain problems they have mentioned like H alpha line, H beta line, H gamma line. Calculate the wavelength of H alpha line means you remember this alpha, beta, gamma, delta. After alpha, beta, gamma, even we can consider delta, they belongs to the Balmer series. Got it? So this Balmer series is referred with the lines, they are mentioned even in the form of H alpha, H beta. First line of Balmer series is considered as H alpha. Second line of Balmer series is H beta. Third line of Balmer series is H gamma, and fourth line of Balmer series is H delta. So for H alpha line, what is that n1 value? n1 value is 2 and n2 value is 3. For H beta, n1 value is 2 and n2 value is 4. For H gamma, n1 value is 2 but n2 value is 5. For H delta, n1 value is 2 and n2 value is 6. With the help of this, we can easily calculate what is that respective wavelength as well as the wave numbers. Even you should remember which is that shortest wavelength and longest wavelength among these different series. Now let me consider one of the specific example. Here you know that energy, there will be difference in the energies of different stationary states of the orbits. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ಗೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶೆಲ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಶೆಲ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹೆಚ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಇ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹೆಚ್ ನ್ಯೂ. ಇ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹೆಚ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಆದರೆ ಇ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಬೈ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಯಿತು, ಇ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಮನ್ ಸೀರೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಹಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್. Then which has got minimum wavelength, last infinity in the end jump agate, it has got minimum wavelength. Similarly, Balmer series are first line, it is having least energy but maximum wavelength. Remember, least energy but maximum wavelength. So you should remember that maximum they can ask for wavelength, calculation of the wavelength, or that is wave number, and even they can consider calculate the wavelength with the least energy, calculate the wavelength of the Balmer series with least energy or maximum energy, like that they can ask. You should remember how this energy and wavelength both are related to each other. Based on that also they can ask for solving the problems. We are going to solve certain problems based on this in the future video classes. Now we can discuss few objectives. Very first, radius of first Bose orbit of hydrogen atom is. So what is that values they have mentioned? They have mentioned that values in angstroms. So 1.06, 0.22 angstrom, 0.28 angstrom, 0.53 angstrom. You remember 0.53 angstrom is the right answer. In picometer you will get 52.9 picometer, isn't it? But in case of angstrom, that exact value is 0.53 angstrom. Then visible region of hydrogen spectrum will contain the following series. Which is that series which belong to visible region? That is the Balmer series is the right answer. Then in Balmer series of hydrogen atom spectrum, which electron transition causes third line? So he is asking indirectly. He is considering Balmer series of the hydrogen spectrum. Then transition causes third line. That means you have to consider for Balmer series N1 value and N2 value. Lyman-Balmer, LBP-BP. Lyman-Balmer Paschen bracket P fund. So here Lyman, then it is Balmer. Balmer means N1 value is, for Lyman N1 value is 1, then it is 2. So for Balmer N1 value is 2. N2 value after 2, which is the next number? 3, 4, 5, 6, continuity. Now which is that line he is asking for? Causes third line. So that is third, it is first line, second line, third line. Third line means when electron jumps from fifth energy to the second energy, it causes third line. That means in Balmer series of hydrogen atom spectrum, which electron transition causes third line andre ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದು fifth Bohr orbit to the second one. Fifth Bohr orbit to the second one. So option 1 is the right answer. Even you can check the remaining. Fifth Bohr orbit to first one. No. Then fourth Bohr orbit to second one. No. Fourth Bohr orbit to first one. No. Fourth means it is second line. So he is asking for specifically third line, means it is N2 value is obviously 5. Therefore first option is the right answer. Energy of electron of hydrogen atom in second Bohr's orbit is. So they have mentioned different answers. Here we can consider first, very first you remember energy expression for energy level 2. E2 is equal to minus, that is Rydberg RH value, or you can remember this constant value, minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 joules into 1 by n square. And here you can mention that n value is principal quantum number or energy value, energy of electron of the hydrogen atom in the second Bohr orbit. So n value is 2, that is 2 square. Therefore by simplifying this you are going to get that right answer. So which is that right answer we can consider? That is minus 5.44 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So that is the right answer. Then you can easily simplify that. And even if you go for, that is the radius, the next question, the radius of first Bohr orbit for hydrogen is 0.53 Armstrong. The radius of third Bohr orbit is, so previous problem alli energy kelidare, so ee problem alli radius. Hagare idakke what is that right answer for this? We can easily mention the radius of the first Bohr orbit of hydrogen is 0.53. Then Rn, this expression you should remember. Rn is equal to n square into 0.53 angstrom. You should remember this constant value. Then what is that n stands for? That is principal quantum number. So first Bohr's orbit has mentioned already the value. Then third Bohr orbit means 3. N means 3. 3 square into 0.53. That is 3 square means 9 into 0.53. So Rn is equal to 3 square into 0.53 Armstrong. That is equal to 9 into 0.53. So you will obviously get that one of these answers is the right answer, that you will get 4.77 Armstrong. You will get this is the right answer. So with the help of those expressions for the energy and the radii, you can easily calculate the right answer based on the given problems.